Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Duel Society Week 2 against Andrew. So you can see both the teams here. We'll just hop right into the battle, honestly. I don't really want to talk about matchup too much. I'm going to lead with Piloswine as he leads with Talonflame. I'm like, okay, this is a good lead for me. I get up some free rocks. As he goes for Bulk Up, and I'm like, okay, do I just lose turn 1 to this? Like, look at my team. If he has, like, Substitute or something, and I can't get a Toxic off on this, then I'm screwed. I just lose to this. Like, I feel like this is something he should have saved for late game, for sure. But he goes for another Bulk Up instead of going for Sub. So I'm able to get the Toxic off, and he reveals Lumberry. And I'm like, oh no. I'm not getting the Toxic off. He goes for Flare Blitz. I go for another Toxic and miss. I'm like, okay, I just lost turn 1. That's it. But no, he has to go for another Bulk Up, actually, to be able to kill this. So I am able to get a Toxic off. So Piloswine's going to do nothing other than get a Toxic on this and get rocks up, which honestly isn't too bad. Like, his team doesn't like rocks. He doesn't, like, other than Hitmonlee, he doesn't really have any way to get rid of them. This Talonflame is very obviously not carrying Defog. So as here, I'm going to go into Umbreon, just trying to stall Toxic to turns with Protect and Wish and stuff. But I play around it very poorly. I should have known he had Roost, so I go for Wish there, thinking he would attack me, and I could heal up the damage. And then this turn, I go for Protect, thinking he would attack me, and I can get just more Toxic stuff in. And he goes for another Bulk Up, makes a really good play. Here, I figure my best chance is to go for a double Protect, and I don't get it. So he goes for Brave Bird and does a lot. Thankfully, Toxic is going to be able to finish him off at that point, though. But now my Umbreon is really low, unfortunately. So here he brings this in. I'm pretty sure he's just going to Rapid Spin or something. If he kills this, that's fine. It's so low anyways, and I don't feel like it does a lot against his team other than like Mismagius and Weavile, I guess. But I feel like it's too low to really get a Wish up at this point, so I kind of just want to sack it. And he overpredicts here and makes a double into Mismagius as I go for Toxic. I should have gone for Wish there, actually. If he had gone for Rapid Spin, I could have wished and gotten this back up to health. Toxicing the Hitmonlee really wasn't that crucial. It would have been a lot better to Wish and then Protect and then get my health back. So that was a bit of a misplay on my part, but I do get a Toxic off on the Mismagius, so it's not the end of the world. And here, I believe I did the Calcs, and even if he has Dazzling Gleam, it doesn't kill me. I think I was Spadef invested. And I think that's why I made some of the plays I made against Talonflame as well, thinking that he would kill because I was Spadef invested, when he actually didn't kill and did 80. So, but yeah, anyways, even if he has Dazzling, he doesn't kill. So I'm just going to go for a Wish. And he's going to go for a Sub when he's Toxic, which I think is strange. And he's going to go for a Z Snatch to raise his speed, which I also think is strange. As I'm going to go for Foul Play and break that Sub. And yeah, I can just go for Protect here and let Toxic do its thing as he goes for Destiny Bond. Probably predicting me to Foul Play. As he's on 1%, I can just go for another Wish and be fine. So I probably got pretty lucky in that sequence of events. In like things could have gone down very differently, but I don't think he should have set up in the Umbreon's face when he couldn't do anything to the Umbreon. I thought that was very strange. But yeah. Anyways, he kind of lets me get my Umbreon back up to full when I was just trying to sack it earlier. So that's pretty nice. He's going to go into this, and I'm like, okay, that's a free Toxic. And it basically is. He knocks me off, but leftovers aren't that huge. I get my wish back anyways. I'm still at full. So yeah, now this thing is toxic and 2 of his mons are gone. Things are looking pretty good for me. I go into Rotom as he goes into Hitmonlee. I have Z Dream Eater on this for the Nidoqueen that he didn't bring. So I'm just going to go for that to get the KO on this for sure. I don't need Z Dream Eater for anything else on his team. So I'm going to do that as he actually goes into the Weavile. Yeah, he said later that he didn't flat out say that he predicted me to be Z Dream Eater, but he said that he definitely thought it was a possibility. And I assume that was the reason he made the play, but also to like pursuit me, and also it also worked if I just went for Shadow Ball or something. But I would have no reason to go for Shadow Ball over Volt Switch because he doesn't have any Volt Switch immunities, and even his Resist doesn't want to take one because it gives me Electric Terrain. Actually, does it? With Levitate? It might not. I don't know if it's the Pokemon using it or the Pokemon taking damage from it, but anyways, I still would have gone for Volt Switch over Shadow Ball if I wasn't Z Dream Eater. But yeah, he does bring in the Weavile, and I know he's gonna want to pursuit me, so I'm gonna stay in and just go for a Will-O-Wisp. The next pursuit's gonna kill still, but this thing's burned, and Alamo is toxic, and I have 4, I think, full health mons in the back. So yeah, things are looking pretty good for me right now. I have rocks on the field. I can just go into Infernape and get a U-turn and get free momentum on my side, unless he wanted to sack Weavile, which he doesn't. So I get momentum to just go into Ferrothorn here as he goes for knockoff, and Leech Seed and Toxic and Iron Barbs is just gonna wear this thing down. And I know the reason he's doing this is because he doesn't want anything else on his team to take a Gyro Ball, but this thing kind of just goes down for free, which is very nice. I do lose my Choffle Berry, which is unfortunate against things like Hitmonlee. It was also for low kick from Weavile, but I can take that now that it's burnt, so that's fine. He goes into his Tapu Koko. I'm like, okay, this is an interesting set. I go for Leech Seed and I miss. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna be HP Fire, isn't he? It's gonna be annoying to deal with. As he goes for another Calm Mind. I thought he would be sub there, so I went for Gyro Ball. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure he's not sub. After revealing those 2 moves, so I am able to just go for a Leech Seed again at this point. And by the amount he's setting up and the moves he's shown, he's telling me that he's probably not HP Fire as well. So I can just kind of Leech Seed and Gyro Ball and kind of win this 1v1 as he goes out into Weavile to sack it, knowing that he can't really do anything. But then he goes back into this again. He says oops in the chat, which made me think it was probably a misclick, and he meant to go out into Hitmonlee, but now I kind of just get to kill off the Tapu Koko, which is nice. I shouldn't have gone for Gyro Ball here. just to get the extra leech seed recovery. Just a small misplay on my part, as he reveals to be electric seed on the Hitmonlee as well, and he's also bulk up, so that's a little scary. I go for Thunder Wave to make sure I can outspeed. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, I should still outspeed with Infernape after Thunder Wave, even with Unburden. So yeah, that was the goal with that. I probably should have gone into Necrozma to preserve differential, knowing he would go for high jump kick, but I kind of just wanted to play it safe and sack this thing off. But I don't know, it's also not that safe, as he could kind of just keep setting up on me, but also like he didn't want to let this thing get seeded, so that's right, I would have gone for Leech Seed, and that would have been annoying for him. So yeah, I think we both made the right play there, because seeds worked very well to make sure it couldn't do anything, couldn't set up too much. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Necrozma. I'm the same weakness policy rock polish set basically, probably with different moves, but yeah. Yeah, it doesn't end up mattering what set I was really, as Necrozma just won from that point. And I do use Photon Geyser this time instead of Psychic. But yeah, that was a good game against Andrew. I feel like he made some very questionable decisions. I definitely made some questionable decisions too in that game. But overall, it was fun. He was a little mad at his prep, which is understandable, I think. But I think it was a good game nonetheless. I almost didn't bring Umbreon to this game, I will say. And shoutouts to Razor Wolf for convincing me to bring Umbreon. It was actually for the Mega Latias, which he didn't bring, probably because I had Umbreon. So yeah, a weird series of events there that I was going to not bring this, and then decided to bring it for Latias that didn't show up because of this, and then it still did work anyways despite Mega Latias not being there. Pretty funny, but yeah, that is the end of week 2. We are now 1-1 plus 0, as we've had we've been 3-0'd and I got a 3-0. So yeah, next week we are up against the Verd, who is another great friend of mine, and always look forward to rematching him after our really fun Summer Showdown match we had in 2016, was it? Oh man. But yeah, it's always fun to face him, even though he does have a terrible stall team. So yeah, you'll get to see that next week. See you then.